what the administrator looks like. So this role is often played by the head of HR or executive assistant, or in the case of a school nurse, where they're interested in making sure that all the people who are coming into the office or into school today have done their health check. So first of all, when you log in as administrator, give you an overview of how your people are doing. In this particular case, there are 2 users who are overdue. Right? So I can just tap here and send them a reminder, remind them that, hey, you haven't done your health check today. You should get checked. In this demo account, there's also 1 user at risk who's screened as red. And guess what? As the administrator, I can just click here and order them a test kit and then send them a COVID test kit to their home. You don't need to go line up anywhere to get tested. Because if you go out and line up at a community site to get tested, guess what? Those are also other people who are wondering if they have COVID. So you might actually end up getting close to someone who's already infected, and that increases your infection risk. So it's better for the company to send a test kit to someone's home, in this case, and not have them go anywhere. They just stay home, wait for the kit to arrive, and spin into the tube or do a nasal swab, depending on which kit you order, and send it back to the lab, and they'll find out the results in 48 hours. In this demo account, there are 3 users that I've set up. So this is the administrator. You can delegate some of the administrative tasks to other folks as well, and that often happens because you want to have a backup in case you are not able to log into the account for whatever reason, or you might have 2 shifts that you're covering. So there's this concept of the primary administrator and a basic administrator, and you can assign multiple of these. You will notice there's this notion of a team in FeverIQ. As people are being brought back into the office or into school, oftentimes they are assigned to different cohorts in order to minimize the number of people who are in the office or in the school at the same time. And so you can do that within FeverIQ and set the reminder schedule accordingly. You can also decide to only show everyone or just a subset of the end users. And you can change the reminder schedule. What that means is, so typically on the days that have been checked, then every morning they'll receive a reminder by email and or text. That's up to you and the end user, how they want to receive the reminder, to remind them to do the daily health check. And what's contained in that reminder is just a very short message with a link that takes them directly to the health check survey, where they would go in and complete that survey. And you can have different reminder schedule for different folks. If you've made a change, just click save. That's all you need to do. When you're first starting out, you can also add a lot of users very easily. Just upload a comma separated value file or CSV file with the email addresses. That's all you need. As you upload them, it could be dozens or hundreds, it doesn't matter. And our system will take care of sending an account creation invitation to all of the users. Next, I'm going to show you what the user health panel looks like. So this is where you look at people's COVID risk status. So in this particular case, I have 1 user here who identifies as red, unfortunately. So they're showing COVID symptoms and they're going through their 14-day quarantine. We'll actually very soon change this to a 10-day quarantine as per the latest CDC guideline. And I had sent this person a test kit, and I have received a shipping address from this person, so this kit is on its way. Now you notice that this date is quite a while ago because this is just a demo account. Now in this case, I extended an offer to this person to receive a COVID test, and they have accepted the offer, but that's all they've done. They haven't entered any shipping address yet. So the ball is still in their court. If for compliance reasons, you need to have people's check-in timestamps and status for audits, you can click on export data, which will export a history of people's check-ins, status, timestamps, and locations, which helps you with any compliance requirements that may be imposed on you by your local public health officers. If in case you need to do contact tracing, you can also use that data to figure out who showed up on which day at which locations to help you track down who might have been exposed. Now, you might be wondering, that sounds great. Where do I specify my locations? Well, if you go into settings and profiles, this is where you would add your locations. You can also add your company logo here and specify what the notifications are supposed to be by email or text messages. We also offer a referral program. If you like FeverIQ and know other companies that could benefit from this service to help them keep their environment safe, you can take advantage of this by entering the email addresses and just click send, and they'll receive your own unique referral link to sign up for FeverIQ. And after the first month of them paying for the premium tier, both of you will get a $50 Amazon gift card. And I've just realized I forgot to mention one feature, which is guest users. So the users here, you will notice they're named users. So these typically will be your employees or parents of your students. So these are people that you already know and you expect them to be doing their FeverIQ health check on a regular basis, every day or every work day. And by the way, you notice that none of the symptoms data would appear here anywhere, because to analyze the encrypted versions of their symptoms without ever decrypting them. Now, what are guest users? So think of these as visitors to your facilities. They could be customers, they could be vendors who need to drop off something. And if you would like them to use FeverIQ to do a health check before they arrive, you can do that too. You can either email them this link, simply click here to copy it to a clipboard and then email it to them or text it to them. Or you can also print and post a copy of this QR code and put it on your front entrance and require anyone who arrives before they come in, they need to scan this QR code, complete the health check survey that you saw earlier before you allow them to come in. And at the end of the health check survey, there are entry boxes that allows them to enter their name and email address to submit their health status to you so that you have a record of it. If you go to user health and click on the guest users, that's where the visitors health check would show up. So the high risk guests would appear in this section and the low risk guests would appear in this section. And if you've ever forgotten what these different parts of the administrative panel are for, do not worry. You can always click on Health Check Overview, and we'll walk you through what each section is meant for. All right.